If you've seen the ads for Xfinity Mobile, you may be wondering if the service is worth it. Well, I've got 2 years of experience as a customer, and I'm going to lay out the pros and cons in this video. Hey, what's going on? My name is Michael from the personal finance website michaelsaves.com. And there's a lot that's changed with Xfinity Mobile since the service first launched in 2017. I did a video a while back, and people have been leaving comments saying, hey, there's updates, tell me what's new. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know before you sign up. Let's get started. Number 1, eligibility requirements. So let's start with this. Not everybody can get Xfinity Mobile. Are you a Comcast Xfinity Internet customer? If so, you can sign up for Xfinity Mobile. But if you don't have Xfinity Internet, you're not eligible. In that case, you may want to consider other low-cost Verizon alternatives. They include Visible, which is actually owned by Verizon, and Total Wireless, a track phone company. To sign up for Xfinity Mobile, you must have Xfinity Internet service. Number 2, plans and pricing, and there are some changes to talk about here. In August 2019, Xfinity Mobile changed up its plans, and they call these the second generation plans. The unlimited plan has not changed, $45 a month per line, plus taxes and fees. Then there are by the gig plans. In these plans, the data can be shared across multiple lines. The 1 gigabyte plan, still $12 a month. Now there are new options, 3 gigabytes for $30 and 10 gigabytes for $60. If you go over, it's $12 a month per gigabyte. Now, of course, Xfinity Mobile, what hasn't changed, there are no activation or line access fees. Either way you look at it, you could have a significant savings over Verizon, and Xfinity Mobile does use Verizon's network, plus those Wi-Fi hotspots across the country. From my experience, I was on the by the gig plan and typically stayed below 1 gigabyte. So my bill was $12, and then the taxes and fees were $2 or $3. $15 a month all in is what I typically paid. So one more thing about plans and pricing. Xfinity Mobile with the second generation plans eliminated the 100 megabytes of free data that it offered to customers. If you're on the first generation plan, you can still get that, and really that free data is how a lot of people kept their bill to $0 and only paid for taxes and fees, $2 or $3 a month. But unfortunately, that is now no longer an option, and the lowest that you can pay is $12 a month for that 1 gigabyte of data. Number 3, flexible data plans. So I kind of touched on this earlier. With Xfinity Mobile, you can mix and match plans. Different family members can have different plans. Another great thing is that you can switch your plan during the middle of a billing cycle. So let's say you're on by the gig and you're monitoring your data usage, but then you happen to go over. Well, you can switch to the unlimited plan and pay the unlimited plan price during the middle of your billing cycle and have no penalties. You'll just have to pay that higher price. And eventually you can switch back to the by the gig plan if you choose to in the future. This flexibility, not something that a lot of cell phone providers offer, so it's a definite plus for Xfinity Mobile. Number 4, data speeds. So you may be wondering how Xfinity Mobile stacks up to Verizon. When I was a customer for 2 years again, I tested download speeds all the time using the Speed Test app, and sometimes Xfinity Mobile got up to 50 megabits per second. That's plenty fast to do everything you need to do on your phone, watching videos, checking email, using apps, all that stuff works great. So, did I notice any difference? Not really. And my family, I have family members who have Verizon's postpaid network, did a side-by-side comparison, and there was really no difference in the data speeds. Number 5, mobile hotspot, and mobile hotspot access is included at no additional charge with Xfinity Mobile. But here's what you need to know. If you're on the by the gig plan, that mobile hotspot usage is going to go against your data allotment, so you're going to use up your data pretty quickly. On the unlimited plan, Xfinity Mobile says it will limit the speeds of your mobile hotspot. You're still going to be able to do basic tasks like browsing the web, but watching video, they say, you could have some buffering. I switched to the unlimited plan for a month to test this out, and I noticed that I really wasn't slowed down. I was able to go to YouTube, check out a video, had no problems while connected to mobile hotspot with Xfinity Mobile. Number 6, let's talk about video streaming because there's some more changes here as of August 2019, and it's going to depend on which plan you have. So for by the gig, you now have HD streaming by default, but there's an option to turn on data saver, and you're going to want to do that if you are monitoring your data usage because that HD streaming is going to use up your data a lot more quickly. For the unlimited plan, the standard definition is what you're going to get by default, but there is an option to upgrade with an HD pass. That's going to increase your monthly bill though. The workaround: connect to Wi-Fi. Whether you're at home or work or even on the go, connect to these Xfinity Wi-Fi hotspots and you're going to be able to stream in HD, and it's not going to go against any data allotment. You can stream as much as you want over a Wi-Fi connection in high definition. Call and text performance is next on my list. We're at number 7 here, and Verizon's network has been number 1 everywhere I've lived, so it was no surprise to me that Xfinity Mobile worked out. I don't remember having any dropped calls or missing texts in the 2 years that I had Xfinity Mobile. So what you need to do, check the coverage maps online. I'll have that in my full review below. A couple other notes here: Xfinity Mobile supports VoLTE, which lets you use data and talk on the phone at the same time. So if you're on a call with customer service and they ask you for a piece of information, you can still use your phone to get that information while staying on the call at the same time. Another thing, Wi-Fi calling, that can come in handy in areas where there isn't great cell coverage. It's supported on all but a few devices with Xfinity Mobile. Let's keep it moving to number 8, and phone selection. This is a big thing because if you are switching service providers, you may be thinking that you need a new device. You've got a couple options. Xfinity Mobile will sell you a device. They've got the latest iPhones, Samsung devices, as well as Pixel, and some low-cost options in the $100 to $300 range. I'd say about 2 dozen options for sale on their website. Or you can bring your own device. A lot of iPhones and select Androids are now compatible. When the service launched, they did not allow you to bring your own Android, so this is a big improvement that has happened over time. When I purchased my phone from Xfinity Mobile, there was a rebate offer. Now they're tending to do these gift card things, prepaid cards that you'll get in the mail after a certain period of time, and they can range from $100, $200, sometimes as high as $250 off. So if you don't see a sale on Xfinity Mobile's website now, just wait a few weeks because they have sales all the time and device offers. You have the choice to pay for your device in full, or you can finance it as low as 0%. Number 9, customer service. Customer service is really tricky for me to review because you may have a great experience and I may have a bad experience. What I can tell you, my 2 years as an Xfinity Mobile customer, no major issues with that. I signed up and got all of the process rolling completely online. You can also do that at some Xfinity stores. If you want support in those stores, don't count on it. They have an 800 number where that would be my first stop if you have an issue with your service. You can also use chat through the Xfinity Mobile app. So, why did I leave Xfinity Mobile? You may be wondering. Well, I simply moved out of an area that had Xfinity Internet service. As I mentioned at the top of this review, you must be an Xfinity Internet customer to sign up for the service, and that's true. But if you end up moving or you decide to cancel your service for any reason, your internet service, you can stay an Xfinity Mobile customer, but they add on a $20 a month service charge. It's a line access fee that you normally would not pay. So I decided that I did not want to deal with that line access fee, and Xfinity Mobile was great through the cancellation process. They helped me switch to my new carrier, which is Verizon owned Visible, and I have a review on that service that I'll link to in the description below. Overall customer service, not too bad, and I like that there's an 800 number that you can call. Many low-cost services are getting rid of that and going to online-only customer support. So let's wrap things up with a recap of the pros and cons of Xfinity Mobile. We'll start with the pros. Verizon's top-rated network, that's the top of my list. Affordable by the gig and unlimited plan offerings, cheaper than Verizon. You have fast data speeds from my experience. Also, the flexibility to switch plans and mix and match plans, that's pretty cool. Finally, there is phone customer service. As I just mentioned, a lot of services, they're not providing that, especially the low-cost cell phone service providers. Now to the cons, and there's just a few things for me here. There is that you must be an Xfinity Internet customer to sign up. If you choose to leave, you end up with that line access fee charge. That's what happened to me and the reason why I left the service. Also, compatibility of Samsung devices and other Androids. It is here now, but not all are compatible as of this review. And lastly, you have that HD Pass that is an extra $20 a month per line if you're on the unlimited plan. That would be my final con. So let me know what you think. Are you an Xfinity Mobile customer? You can add your review to mine by leaving some thoughts in the comments below. And find more ways to save money on my blog, michaelsaves.com. Thanks for watching.